connected. When it starts working, I have to stop, then go over to it. So our leader this morning spoke about the last broadcast, the repeat broadcast, about people who keep threatening us every day. People like Ndo Tuanyi, Afrohaga, they did not see the war. They are very happy because they have not fought a war, they have not seen a war, they have never known what is happening about war. The greatest analogy our leader gave you is that you had a headache yesterday, last year you had some headache and you took some paracetamol or whatever, you took a tablet that will, subside the headache, and then you wait. Then about 6 months, the same headache came back. You say, no, I'm not going to drink any medicine because the one I drank last year. And a jimbabu. That's our language. So if people think that this threatening of war they are talking about, first of all, we're not taking any war to anybody, not because we are scared of war. We're not afraid of war. The war will, if the obvious, because even though our brother Sari Dokubo, there was an interview he had with Maigu where he said if somebody puts your sugar in his mouth, the only way you can get the sugar out is you grab him on his throat. That's his war, isn't it? So when we talk about war, there are things like that. People, they'll keep threatening us about war or no war. We see what is happening, and although the way they are coming, they're killing our people. Lai Mohammed is not even sure what he wants to say. That the reason why they prescribed IPOB, if they succeeded, because that, for me, that thing is just a language. They have prescribed them. Yeah, right. The more you prescribe us, the more you make us popular. Is that because they want to break Nigeria? In other words, anybody who tries to fight for his freedom should be tagged a terrorist. That's the mentality and the foolishness of the Fulani man. They are people say they are smart. I don't think they are smart. They're just stupid. They are not like normal people, normal human beings like everybody else. All right, this thing looks like it doesn't want to play. So this morning, so what I'm going to do, I have a clip here that I need us to listen to, and by Governor Autumn. So let's hear what he has to say. I hope this thing plays too.
The issue of herdsmen again terrorizing us, leaving us with over 800,000 IDPs, which is a pain to my heart, because there is no way I can be a happy man leaving my people as IDPs, over 800,000 of them. The fate of those little children who would have been going to school, they are being denied. And I'm not happy. Cannot be a happy man. And so no sentiments about this. We are not against Fulanis in Benue State. We are against terrorist Fulani men in Benue State. Everybody, Igbo,
in things like Mazi,
Hausa, Fulani, Tiv, Jukum, everybody has equal right to stay in Benue State as long as you respect the rule of law. But as long as you refuse to respect the rule of law in Benue State, we'll make sure that the law will catch up with you. We'll make sure that the security men apprehend you and arrest you and prosecute you. And if you're convicted, you go to jail or you pay fine as the law prescribes. So we're not against anyone, but we're against bandits, we're against terrorists. You have seen how we have fought internal security here in Benue State. We disarmed bandits who were locally in the state. When Ghana was a challenge here, we placed the sum of 50 million ransom against him for anyone who would give information that would lead to his arrest, and so on. We are actively supporting our security people to ensure that they apprehend all those internal bandits that are doing pockets of killing here and there, and they are doing very well. The soldiers, the police, the civil defense, the DSS are doing well. But we believe in the rule of law. So at all times, we have ensured that the rules of engagement of security agencies and government is observed. And the duty of government is to provide logistics and support to ensure that they succeed in this assignment. I believe that in no distant time, everybody will sleep with his two eyes closed. When we decided from the Security Council to ban Okada in Sankara Aziz of Benue State, it was greeted with a lot of emotions. But today, relatively, I can tell you that several calls came from Sankara Aziz to appreciate government for banning that Okada. Relatively, we have peace in that place. And no kidnapper in Benue State will be spared. Whoever you are, we are going to go after you, apprehend you, and prosecute you. And so, no criminal will be spared. And I appreciate the various communities for the intelligence gathering we've been getting from them and the support we're getting. I think the buy-in of various communities and the collaboration of government and security agencies have really paid off.
All right, with me, my question now is this. With all these things that's going on, where is your president? Those who said that President Buhari is alive, what's going on? Everywhere is katakata, every single place. Even this man that is talking now, somebody even disagree with him too. He said he's supposed to be one of the people in jail. It's not just that he's supposed to. Many people that are supposed to be in jail in Nigeria are there. I spoke about something that they call misprision of felony here in the United States of America. Seeing a crime and not reporting it, supporting a crime one way or the other, by silence even. But you see it, you know it's happening. All the journalists, the Yoruba journalists, all these people from channels down to Punch to Daily Times, if there's still a Daily Times, I don't know about that, I never hear about them anymore. Observer, all of them. These journalists, they should be in jail. Because they know the truth and they're hiding from it. But today, good as God will have it, they say what goes around does what comes around. When you started at the point and you're going around, you're going to go back to the point where you started. That's what it means. That's exactly what that country is foreseeing today. Isn't that something? When you see the cops of an unknown person, they're carrying somebody, goes, who is that? Say, oh, somebody died, you don't care. But the moment they tell you that is your maternal grandfather or something, you go back and want to take a look. Because now it concerns you. They did everything to IPOB, nobody is saying anything. The killing didn't start today. Some people who were running their mouth, when somebody said, when I said something, when somebody saw the ESN, the first thing he said, many people will die. This man is trying to kill many people, and these are the people, when I look at them, I say, look at you. Just listen to yourself. Many people will die. When our leader was in jail, we lost many more people. When he was in prison, many more people died, for God's sake. We are not stupid. We have grown. The wisdom has come to us. It came to most of us at old age. At least our children are coming. And by the way, I have a bundle of joy. Something yesterday, I said it yesterday on program in passing. I have another grandchild who just came in 2 days ago. Looks exactly like Grandpa. When I saw the picture, I've not put it on Facebook yet, I would. Because it looks too much like me. That means my daughter looks like me because they probably look like their mother. And eventually, they all look alike. We all have the same beautiful old man. When you look at us, we think we are Tata. We are not a proper Tata, man. I've forgotten days. I've seen days, and I'm going to see much, much, much more days by His grace. So going back to what we're saying. When they look at things, they treat you as if you are nobody. But today, everybody's crying. Oke na mkpu, ngwele na mkpu, mbeku na mkpu, onye ana na-eti mkpu now because obentugo onye ọbụla. If they had started when they were intimidating and killing Biafrans, and somebody gets up to say, listen, the journalism thing in Nigeria, for me, I am not very surprised. But what is happening is that they have refused to change their system. It's been like that since. In the 70s, I was a performing artist. I knew that. We had many groups. I wasn't just the only one. There were many of us, especially in the southern part of Nigeria, in Biafra land, actually. If you go to record companies, the EMI, the Decca, they will tell you. The people that were making waves were people like us. We had the pop groups, we had Oriental Brothers, we had, just name it. They were all coming out of our Biafra land. They go to Lagos, they were feeding these record companies. I'm telling you the truth. But the people that make so much noise in that company are people who live around Lagos, who have not been able to make one single record that anybody knows. But you know something? Their names are all over the place. Because the Yoruba journalists will write them and make you think that they are something. Believe me, nothing. None of them came up. Besides Fela, maybe Sonny Ade and Benue Bay those days. But the rest, they were, no, let me not go to Sonny Ade and Benue Bay because those were playing traditional music. Fela was international. There were all of them, all they had was just name. You know them. But where is their music? None. You will not see, none of them. None of them made any record that the record company sold and made money from. But those of us that were making the money that the companies were making, they were not even seeing us. Because of what? The journalists were busy writing. For me, I had to basically beg. Believe me, any day I see, maybe once in a year, I see my picture on Lagos Weekend. Oh boy, that's a treasure. I will carry it about. Because, you know, the only way they know us in the south, in the Biafra land, is when you hum your song, you say, oh God, come on, you are not known. But the big shots that you hear their names every day in newspapers, they are all empty ones that couldn't make any music. My colleagues who are listening to me, they know what I'm saying. So the tribalistic something about journalism didn't start today. It didn't start with Biafra. A journalist who are looking for news. They are killing us at home. They are maiming us. They are doing all kinds of things to us. Nobody's reporting it. If they ever want to report, they say, oh, this was farmers and herders crash. A man is sleeping with his wife and family at home. And they go in there, they chop off his head, they rape his wife, they rape his daughters, and all they write about is that it's a clash between the farmers and the herders. Today is coming back to roast. Everything is coming back. Look at the children's show, what you did in Iyke. You just went out there to raise your head and say, no, you can't do it, they kill you. We have been going through that. And nobody has been saying anything. But I am happy today, very happy indeed, that people are beginning to wake up. Autumn that is talking, yeah. This is a man, his people. It's the same because of the same thing. His people were the people that even forefronted the killing of Biafrans during the war. Oh yes. But we can't dwell on that. Because God has his way. Because it's reaching all of you one by one. The Fulanis are killing Yorubas in their own land. They can't even talk. Because they don't know where they are standing right now. If your journalists had started from the beginning, condemning it from when the Biafrans were being killed, this thing will never get to you. It's very simple. The law is very simple and very logical. You can write what you want now, but what are you going to say now? They are not killing us, they are killing you. Eastern Security Network, you created a Motekun, and everybody is jumping on it. As soon as we created ours, it became something else. And you are there listening. You are the journalist. If you are a coward, you cannot pick up your pen and paper and be a journalist. Delegiwa, look at people like that. We know they talk, they die, but you don't, just stop writing something. If you don't want to say anything, please don't say anything, because whatever you do is going to come around to haunt you, which is what is happening today. If you had started behaving like the bushfowl said he was screaming and making so much noise, And the community will say, why are you disturbing us? He said, I'm not disturbing you. I'm only crying because I see you killing the chicken. And I know by the time you finish the chicken, I'm going to be next. So let me start crying now and condemning you for killing the chicken. That's what our journalists in the Yoruba land needed to know. It is their profession. That's what they chose. Don't worry about it. We came out of the war. Nobody amongst us even thought that writing a newspaper will give you money enough to feed your family. You guys were there. There was no war in Lagos. You were able to, take up the press, do things for your people, and you were outspoken. Music itself, let me be honest with you, at the end of the war, most of us became musicians because there was nothing better to do. For us, we were not regarding music as some, especially people from my area. Newe man. I don't know any Newe. Okay, I know one Ibeto in those days that become a Newe person that made some match. But for us, it wasn't. You either become a motor part dealer or a car spare part dealer. Otherwise, nobody will look at you. But most of us were forced into it. We came out of it, and to God be the glory, it helped most of us. You journalists were, all the journalism thing was not our thing. Nobody amongst us will ever think that because I'm writing newspaper, I'm going to go out there and make money from it. No. So we left that business for you guys. The Yoruba journalists, but you are not you are not helping issues. You are not. If you cry about the ills that is happening, believe me, the person you are talking about will change. The moment journalists started taking, it didn't start today, my brother. Yeah, I'm telling you about I'm using myself as an example. The groups, that's where I belong. Entertainment. Where the journalists will sit down, a pressman in the radio station, you have to give him money for him to play your music. That's correct. And this is somebody who's employed because he doesn't own that station. It happens all the time. And today you people have not changed. You don't know that journalists can do so much. Why did Nixon leave office? He's a journalist. Somebody wrote something. So you guys don't know how powerful you are. When you start taking brown envelopes with little money in it that will not even be able to buy you a bottle of Coke, and you lie, it doesn't help. Sit up. It's never too late. It's never too late for you to wake up and say, you know something, we have been wrong all the time. So we want to make it right. Channels is the most guiltiest one amongst all this, because there are the people that the government went over there and kind of took over the place. Before, I used to think that Channel belonged to the federal government of Nigeria. I didn't know it was a private company. I didn't know that. They are not helping issues either. You know, when you want to raise an issue, the journalists want to cut you off by trying to make you understand that what you are saying now, the government has not done it. Why do you have to wait for the government? You are a journalist, for crying out loud. Government should own their papers, should own their own radio station if they can afford it. You are doing a private business, and you should be able
Secretary
to...
of Middle
Let's listen
Forum.
to this.
Thank you for coming this morning.
Take our
Thank you for
conversation.
having me. So you heard the man from Muti Alakatun saying that the Middle Belt, the past leader, was preaching hate speech. He also did say that there's this attempt to blackmail, criminalize what he described as herding in this country. But let's get your immediate response to what he said about the former statements.
Well, if the security agencies were alive to their responsibilities, those guys talking there should not be walking free on the streets of Nigeria.
Absolutely.
Why? Because they are terrorists. I have refused to key into the idea of saying farmers herders clashed. There is no farmer herders clashed. You go to a village, you have seen it. It is not fake news, isn't it? They burn the villages, kill the people, destroy everything. Is there a clash there? With sophisticated weapons, targets are chosen, planned, and people are eliminated. There is a planned genocide. There is a planned extermination of the Middle Belt people. There is a deliberate compromised. But these people who are criminals, who are terrorists, who are the same thing like Boko Haram, they are not different from them, and they are there. They are not others.
But even though the government has not declared them as terrorists,
listen to this. Just listen to the journalist. This is what I talk about. He knows the man is telling the truth. Even though he said middle belt people. No, genocide is against every Nigerian. It's something that runs through the whole of the country. Okay, let us say he's Benue because that's where he comes from. Yeah, it's okay to say that. But the truth is that everybody, including the Yoruba, including the idiot that's the journalist that's sitting down there, he can't even go to his house without a policeman following him behind. You know, they want to be politically correct. That's what they call it. But I call it idiotically correct. That's what you're being stupid. You're not thinking. Just listen, let's listen to him because the man is making a point now. He's trying to interrupt. Oh, you know the government have not prescribed this. Who is your government? Your government is a terrorist government. Your government is terrorist government. Come on. You know that. Boy, I don't know how else to say it.
Maybe independently calling
I am saying so.
But
since I didn't start saying it today, I started saying it since 2011.
But the government has not told us that
that
group
Allah
is a terrorist organization.
The government has not said the government believes in it.
But
after all, international communities have said that the government is being compromised and they are supporting terrorism. And what is worse than what is happening? Take for example, somebody will lie to the whole world and say 800 people were killed in the Mambla Plateau and no news of it. Did they show it that 800 people were killed? They were killed and simply swallowed them or thrown them into the ocean or into the river, and the corpses were not known and nothing happened. And this, it is as an afterthought to now tell the world, oh, 800 people were slaughtered. But when it happened, why didn't they tell the world that 800 people were slaughtered? So these same people are the terrorists. Let me tell you, you have different types. What these people are the Boko Haram promoters. They are the terrorist promoters. An average Fulani man that we have lived with for ages will never do what they are doing. They are simplistic in their thinking, straightforward, honest, and dedicated. If you offend them, they will retaliate. If you don't offend them, you are their friend. Now, how many people, our people, have gone out to go and kill Fulanis in their villages? How many Fulani villages have been burnt? And how many Fulanis do you have in a small community?
Let's look at
Can there be even up to 50? Let's
look at that just situation that just happened recently where over 100 people were murdered.
No, please.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me
confirmation about 268 people were killed.
Okay, if you say so, coming from you. But if you have to look at that scenario against what our guest in Abuja from Mayete Allah Katuhari, from Magban instead. He said that their member made that categorical statement claiming that they perpetrated that attacks and have dissociated the whole organization from a particular individual who belongs to them as a high-ranking member. How do we delineate that?
Sorry, I didn't get you very well.
A member of Magban, a high-ranking member, came out and made the declaration that they carried out that attack in Jos, the Plateau State capital.
But they carried out the attack.
Yes, but the leadership now of the party of the group has come out to say that no, he spoke on his own. He has no right to speak on our behalf. How do you weigh that?
That is to demonstrate categorically they are trying to deceive the Nigerian people and the whole world on what is happening. But all of them are one and the same thing: criminals, terrorists. And they know it. And the security agencies should not allow these people to walk free.
Is it not justified for the umbrella body now to come and say that our member, yes, he said so, but he spoke on his own. He's not part of us.
Just listen to a journalist. Why is he a journalist? This idiot that is saying this. Oh, no, he did it, but he's our member, he's our chairman, but what he did, it has nothing to do with us. God. So why do you sit down there as a journalist? Why don't you pick up your damn ass from there, take your camera, go there and do proper investigation? interview the people. Go out there, they call it investigative journalism. What are you doing inside the air condition in channels and talking all this garbage? Because you are not informed, you're not prepared for what you're doing. I'm not a journalist, never dreamt to be one, never even thought in my life I was going to be broadcast on radio, but thanks, Biafra gave me the opportunity, the privilege, the honor. I feel humbled for being able to sit down here and talk. So when you sit down there, in this country, I hear what they call investigative. Journalists are strong, powerful. Now, you cannot get away from them. They will follow you. Not just following you in the office, they'll follow you in the street, your behavior, everything you're doing. One-on-one. If you do, you better talk to them. If you don't talk to them, they will talk about you. And when they talk about you, be forced to talk to them. That's exactly what journalism is all about. You sit down there, no proper investigation. They kill people in the street. Somebody who calls himself a journalist, he just wrote something on Facebook. And when Biafra said they shot down two planes of Nigerian army, when army was bombing Olo. Listen to him, a journalist. So what did the people do in Olo for him to have gone there in the first place with the military aircraft? Should that concern you as a journalist if you call yourself one? You're not. You're just a foolish idiot that is just trying to, feel very important. You want to put yourself in a position where they can offer you something. Because I'm not sure that these people are really giving you guys anything. They probably will give you the money. I've had that incident. I had an artist back home I was trying to promote. I was trying to help. A very good artist. She was quite good in what was doing, and the problem he was having was, getting exposure. So I tried to introduce him to a few of my colleagues who tried to help, but I wouldn't say unfortunately because they promoted her. But eventually, I met a journalist who came into my place and they spoke to me about what they can do. And I told him right there in my face, I said, listen, I don't know what you guys are doing these days, but I hope you people have changed. Well, the PR of the company, contacted him and they spoke and made some offers. He was going to write things on newspapers and everything. He did. He did write something on newspapers actually, because he brought a bunch of newspapers to us. And then my PR man said to me, Oga, he brought something, he wrote something, but all the things that he wrote, they are so insignificant, you can't even see them in the newspapers. The newspapers, first of all, are not even popular ones. But that notwithstanding, what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that journalism is something that is very, 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 very honorable. People have to. If you think you can lie as a journalist and you're not telling the truth, you think people will keep following you? No. If you go out there and be popular, the first thing is that those you are writing against might want to kill you. That is why you need to be very courageous before you take up that profession. It's not going to be easy. Nnamdi Kanu, irrespective of the fact that he's a freedom fighter, he's a journalist per se. He talks on radio. Journalism is not just when you write, when you pick up the piece of paper and start writing. No. What he's doing is journalistic. That's why they look at it and say, you know what? If we leave this, I remember what one retired officer said here. He said, Obasanjo had arrested Nnamdi Kanu before. We never knew that. And Obasanjo, quickly as smart as he is, just said, you know something? I beg, make una leave this man, make it go, because only you created him problem. Yeah. Because he knows that the truth is coming from this guy. He's not afraid to speak the truth. He does not have a permanent friend. It's as simple as that. And that's a good thing. He is not like that. So a journalist should be something like that. I know if you start writing like that, look at the guy that they killed, that Babangida killed. They gave him a parcel bomb and he killed him. Delegewa. He's a journalist. That's why you don't want to end like that. Dele Momodu that is talking. Dele have been in exile. I'm telling you the truth. Because they have to. They're looking after them because they're telling the truth. You will see a whole newspaper. They will kill millions and thousands of people and not even editor. All they will say is that there was a clash. The headers is alleged. It is alleged for you, a journalist. The Lekki killing. What happened in Lekki? Nigerian radio was even quoting CNN. According to CNN, you are living in Lagos. CNN is somewhere in America, either Washington or New York or whatever. You are there living right on your nose. There's a killing going on, and CNN is investigating. And you, the Nigerian journalist, is saying, according to CNN. You should be ashamed of yourself, all of you. Because I don't really know where we are going. Let us take our calls. I'll open up my line at 646-920-4541, 5703-528442 +1 929-406-9953. That line is not still working as at now, but if you try it and get through, you're lucky. We're also on Signal. The Signal line is 845-283-9665. All right, we'll ask you to make your calls at this time, but please be considerate to know the fact that there are other people that want to call. When you call, just go straight to the point and make room for another. All right, this is Radio Biafra, USA
2. Onye dona nwa gaka n'ọdụ, mọdụ manwụrụ anwụ. Eastern Security Network, ọkwa ha nọrọ onwe ha, ndị abịa eburu ọgụ wee bịaba. Ndị na-eche Biafra nche, ọkwa ha nọrọ onwe ha, ndị abịa eburu ọgụ wee bịaba. Mana ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụ? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Akwa onye ọbụla nọ n'ọsọ. Ndị ha nọ n'ọsọ. Na ndị amị bike jene. Ndị amị bike jene. Ndị amị ejebe. Egbusizienu ndị amị ụmụ ụwa ije na-atụ onye ụta, broda m. Na-ekwughị ekwu melụ. Ọnụ gị nọ melụ ti ọkụkọ ntị ike na ife n'idofe. Eastern Security jisie n'ike n'ọlụ. Ndị na-eche Biafra jisie n'ike n'ọlụ. Ife salụ fame anyị enwe mmeri. Mana ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi? Ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, very well. I didn't listen to your topic of the discussion, but from what you said last, this is truth truncated, and that is the suffering we are passing through today.
Yes.
So we can never get away from this. Anytime, any day, we choose not to allow the truth to pervade our environment. We will all suffer it. Nigeria will suffer the truth they have been trying to bury over time. You see, the thing is happening. If they really read the handwriting on the wall, they will know that whatever thing anyone does, whatever action, whatever consequences anyone does, the effect will always manifest.
Yes.
Look at what happened in Olu. Look at the air crash. Look at the ship that sunk the other day. And look at what is happening between Okrosha and the populace of Odumba. These are the rippling effects of evil things. When people think evil against others, the same evil they think against others will come to hunt them down. And that's exactly what's happening. Nigeria is no place to live. Very soon, sooner than we imagine, the foundation will crash and everything will be put down. My dear Iyke, I commend you so much for your efforts. I commend our leader, Mazi, and all the staunch members of IRM. I commend them all, and I pray that Chukwuka will protect.
Thank you.
All of us, and we will all see his son I want to use this opportunity to call once again on the people concerned with making sure that this awareness, this radio institution, this our University of Radio Biafra, gets across the board. In my locality, here in the local government, we don't have this opportunity. I complained the other day. I called the other time, and I complained that we don't have this radio Biafra, and it's a very bad thing. So please help me communicate to the people concerned that we need that radio Biafra, the institution, like supersedes every other institution in this our client. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you so much, my brother, for calling. You're the first time caller, and you got through and you kept to the rules. We just want to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to come in. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking live calls. Conversation, that's what we're talking about. 646-920-4541-570-352-8442. +1 929406993. I am admonishing in fact, what I'm talking about this morning, actually, admonishing the so-called journalists, not just them alone, the people that are doing evil, people that are perpetrating evil. When we started this, when this struggle started, it is something, one at a time. We are not blaming anybody for not coming in at the time, because everybody cannot be wise at the same time. Everybody have to. People, if I even more, they say as above, so below. When it's happening in the spirit, it also manifests itself physically in the world. We are not the same in the way of thinking. There are people that will jump into something without thinking about it. There are people who will take their time, make sure that they analyze it very well, they go deep into their soul to make sure that what they're trying to do. So eventually, we don't expect everybody to come on board. It's just like it's not like motor and travel from there. They one chance can happen. You know, they take off from Aba. I put a pick quite some people. As they are going, they are picking up. So if I recall, I'm at the same time. We are not expecting everybody to be at the same time. But the truth is that if you were skeptical and now you've discovered the truth, pass it on. Pass it on. ESN has been created. Why were they created? They are child of emergency. We have no option. We have no option. We did not violate any law. We only felt that the people that are killing us are the ones that are supposed to uphold the law. So we have to get something that will help us go to bed with our eyes closed. ESN is here to stay, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop it. Make your contribution, be part of what we are saying. All you need to do is go to our website. It's www.ipobinusa.org/donate. Once you do that with your credit card, with your bank card or whatever, the money will go. And somebody will have to be taken care of. Somebody, one of the volunteers, have to have his clothes on his back, have to have medication if he needs one. So let us not sit down there, close our eyes and think that somebody else is going to do it for us. No. ESN is here to stay, whether I like it or not.
Mana ọbụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụ ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ akwa onye ọbụla nọ n'ọsọ ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ na ndị amị bike jene ndị amị bike jene ndị amị ejebe egbusizienu ndị amị ụmụ ụwa ije na-atụ onye ụta broda m n'ekwughị menụ ọnụ gị na melodi ọkụkọ ntike na ife n'idofe Eastern Security jisie n'ike n'ọlụ ndị na-eche Biafra jisie n'ike n'ọlụ ife salụ fame anyị enwe mmeri ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị na-anụzi ndị amị ha nọ n'ọsọ ọ bụ gịnị ka anyị
na dance and the dance for studio here. Here, as is after the Biafra kids, man. Somebody just said it to me, and it's like Nana Mazi at Christmas. Biafra is here, whether they like it or they don't like it. Let me keep taking calls. I have somebody here whose call does not ever want to leave the line, so let me just take him and let me leave us alone. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. 3 minutes.
Mazi Peter to Tochukwu Kikabia. Na nke bi n'eluigwe dere gị. 3 minutes romma. Biafra all over the world. Tochukwu Kikabia ma na nke bi n'eluigwe dere anyị niile. Dede Nnamdi Kanu, dede Jisike. Dede obodo ihe ọzọ ihe anyị chọrọ Biafra. If Lai Mohammed lied, let him lie from now to next 1,000 years to come. Then what we need is Biafra. Then remember when you were in prison, Chukwu Kikabiama saved you there. No human being. When they came to your house, no human being saved you. It was Chukwu Kikabiama who saved you. Then you na go wa la nai. Then na nwụrụ maka anyị maka mụwa. Ndị ọzọ ga-ekwe mụwa godu n'onwe m nwoke Chukwu Echiko ha dede eso m gị n'azụ. Then some of Biafra now get that the whole world that they shut down. There's no bastard. Biafra, every Biafra, anywhere you find yourself, remember for me temple. Then that's today. I may worship. Yeah, 40 days. I better to go to Canada. I could ever go and do that. We cannot wait for America. I heard when my brother, because you know was making his broadcast. Yes. It is only to go to Canada that we give us Biafra. No human being. And no spirit in heaven. No spirit on earth. No spirit in the great beyond. No creation of Chukwuka. It's not a threat, it's a promise. No creation of Chukwuka will stop Biafra. Mazi Peter, everybody should remain formidable. See, United Nations, EU, AU, any organization formed by Britain and the world to make sure that Biafra is not restored. We are waiting for you. I think you people want to fight. There, up for dialogue. There, get a dialogue. There, wash it. Man, another Friday, one dialogue. We are waiting when Britain and United Nations will come there to come and attend their cause. We will come there, no problem. Then the day they say he will not come. Then they say he will present his test to you people. Then all of us will come there. When you people will gather there to judge our leader. We will put that place and all of it's not that if you let you people keep your money for everything for your children and come there to judge our leader. I think you people want us to fight. We will fight that war. Fulani, we are waiting for Apandibo. We are the Igbo people. You people are head of Amistad, head of chief of everything, you people. And you think you can deceive our governor, deceive IPO. Our leader is coming back. When you come back here, if you people don't get away from this land, now, you people are about to see hell upon you people that are on your blood to be like that, yeah. Over to the only like some 136.
There were
some 136, so over to the Biafra, from 1 to N. Do you see verse 1, verse 2, verse 24, verse 75, and verse 15 and verse 26? Very, very important.
Thank you.
Do you see Jeremiah chapter 12, from 1 to N? Do you see verse 5, verse 6, verse 10, verse 11, verse 14, 16 and 17, 16 and 17? Very, very formidable.
Thank you, sir. There we
chapter 2, from verse 1 to N. Then I put that. We are waiting for Fulani. I don't Fulani Metaya, eh?
Thank you, sir.
Fulani for Benue. I wouldn't be one dara. All of that just like that. And they'll put that.
You say? Thank you. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 5703-528-442, plus 1929406-9953. The lines are still open for you to make your calls. Don't forget that ESN is here to stay. We have to make our contribution, donations accordingly, according to your capacity, whatever you can do. Please do so, because we need they need our support for them to keep doing what they are doing. Our leader has told us, We are fasting after 40 days of fast. Let's keep it at that. All right, let us have a call on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you, Master Peter. Good afternoon from here.
There we go.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Can hear you loud and clear. You're talking to the world. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, my brother. My name is Marabuchi Shedrack, and I'm calling you right now from Umbo. I want to thank you so much, and also I want to greet our leader, Master Namdekano. I say, may Elohim keep and protect you wherever you are. Mazi, I just pick one thing from what the man who is being interviewed by the journalist who is trying to, who is working for the Fulanis, because from the way he is speaking, it tells you that this guy is actually, under pressure. So all of them are trying to defend the Fulanis. Now, the guy made this point that how can people tell us that a group of people who go about bombing, killing, destroying homes, you say it's a Pamaheda clash? What kind of clash is that? Why will anybody in his right senses write and said that people who with AK-47 who go about destroying life of innocent people in their homes and in their villages and towns are clashing with these people? That is why we keep saying that Nigeria is embodiment of evil. What happened in Lekki Tollgate? Everybody saw it. What has been going on before now? People are seeing it, and we have a group of people who claim to be journalists. In fact, this channel television, that station, need to be closed down because they are not doing anything. They will be there. They will see Fulani herdsmen killing innocent people. But if you rise up to defend yourself, they will be the first person to go to that place, start interviewing the Fulanis. But they will never come to interview these people who are victims of the attack by the Fulani herdsmen. That tells you that these people are a bunch of criminals and evil people. But thank God for IPOB who have come to expose them. Of course, this time around, all of them are trying to rewrite all the wrong things that have done before. But it is too late for them. I want to use this opportunity also to tell our people, just like I said last time I called, the only thing you can do now to safeguard and secure your generation to come is to support ESN. That is the only thing you can do. The only thing you can do now is to think on how you will save and put your own support in order to make ESM stand strong, because that is the only defense we have as we speak. You saw what happened in Olo. The man which, of course, the court gave on the Supreme Court imposed on Imo State through Abakiale. He's telling you that he invited the army.
Yeah. And
I'm asking them, there is kidnapping in Katsina, killing in Katsina. The governor of Katsina have not invited the army to come and bomb their people. So the only thing we can do is to support ESN. Mazi, may God bless you. Thank you very much.
God bless you. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. Our ESN is here to stay. All you need to do is throw in whatever you can afford at www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. ipobinUSA.org/donate. That's how the money will get there where it's supposed to get to, and to be useful for us to keep our people. Keep calling us here. The number is 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, plus 199-4069-953. All right, caller, good morning. I have a call coming in on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Ike Peters.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yes, my name is Benue from from Boston, Massachusetts. Calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
There we welcome to the program.
May you live long, my brother. You will live long.
There we
I was so elated with the little skit with describing your grandson and how he resembles you.
That's right.
I say, well, you look like Abaribe. That's a future Abaribe for us.
Thank God.
Yeah, my brother, the journalist is like he's a representative of the government. He's not acting like a journalist, just like the last person said.
Yes.
It is not his duty or responsibility to argue whether government call these people terrorists or not. It's not supposed to defend the government. It's up to the government. If the government want, they can send their own representative to come and engage the guy that is being interviewed, and then he can defend himself.
Yes.
These guys are not doing what they're supposed to do, and but all the same, we know that they are working for their brown envelopes anyway. So nobody should be surprised at the way they represent, cover issues.
Yes.
We don't have journalism as far as Nigeria is concerned. Other than Dele Mahmoud, I don't think we have any other person there. Just like like you said, he's in hiding because they don't like him and they will do anything to hurt him.
Yeah.
Just like they did to Dele Giwa, the famous journalist we know in that country. So my brother, it shouldn't be a surprise to us the way they deal with the issues. It shouldn't concern us. Now, the other point that I would like to make is, the governor of the appointed administrator of Imo State, who placed on Zadimba, he said he went to Buhari. They said he went to Buhari to reassure him, he has done what he's supposed to do by killing Igbos. And then said when he was later interviewed in his state house, he said he would do everything to protect our people. Then I begin to ask myself, are these terrorists now in the bush killing our people? Are his own people that he's protecting?
Yeah.
Because that's what it means. If he's fighting against ESN, who are in the bush, checkmating these criminals that are destroying our farmlands and raping our mothers and killing our people, if we term them to be defending his people by sending and admitting in that interview, he admitted that he was the one that invited the army. And I hope our people are listening, and our people I'm expecting the so-called elites we have in Nigeria, particularly people from the Igbo extraction, to question this man and ask him, on what basis are you inviting the army to fight against
your own people?
A security outfit that is meant to protect. They are working for you. If you really know what your work descriptions are as the chief security officer, they are working for you even though you're not paying them. You're supposed to be paying them.
Yes.
For risking their lives to go inside the bush, not in the city, to be fighting all these bandits. Nobody lives in the bush. Anybody that is living in the bush is a criminal. Not to mind the fact that these are foreigners. They're not even Nigerians. They're foreigners. So, it's not a brainer for this guy to know that he is working for the caliphate. And I hope our people are seeing what is happening. That's all I have for you this morning. May God bless you and may you live long. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you so much. All right, thanks for calling. This is Radio Biafra, USA 2. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program.
Man from Gambia.
There we
My name is Miss Grant Obichi, calling from Gambia. I'm from Aguleri. Aguleri is normal Biafra land. Mazi, I want to thank you for good work you are doing for Biafra. Mazi, this Okoyibo in Imo State. That man called himself governor. I can see him through his prison. That is the one who tell Boko Haram to come and bomb his parents in Olo. It is some Boko Haram that one who bombed him and the family. As he said, it's how the Boko Haram will bomb him and the family. As they bomb our mothers, our children in Olo, is how they bomb them. Mazi, I don't know what is problem with these our people. These people call themselves governor. Look at the man he went to greet in Asrok. They say it's Buhari. This 18 years or 32 years old man. Look at how they check each other. This man, our leader is saying, this man is not Buhari. This man in Asrok is Buhari. This Okoyibo in Imo State tell us that the man is in Asrok is Buhari. The one who called military to come and bomb people in Olu. Let him wait. Time is coming. He will answer. Anything he do in Biafra land, time is coming. He answer. He will pay. Anything he do in Biafra land, he must pay. It's only what I want to tell him. Man, thank you for the work you are doing.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls here at 646-920-4541. 570-352-8442 plus 1-929-406-9953. Still contributing, making sure that our ESN is off focus. They will know what they are doing. We are asking you to make your donations. Make your donations, whatever thing you think you can donate. Go to our website. It's very simple. That's the simplest way to go. Go to the website there and make your donations diligently. Don't wait. Don't postpone it. I have a call coming in. Let me see if I can take this one. I've been trying to call since. All right, I have a call on WhatsApp on the private line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Good morning good afternoon from here, from Germany, Naka from Germany.
Welcome to your program.
Mazi, we are talking about journalism in Nigeria. Do we have any? We don't.
I do.
Because even here in Western world, there is also corruption. But because of press, that is why the politicians are very careful.
Yes.
The politicians are very careful in the West because of the press. So, and you will see Nigeria journalists sitting down in Abuja and in Lagos in your studio. They do not go out for any investigative journalism. They just sit down, read bloggers, and give it as news. These people are newscasters. They are not, journalists. Because if you listen to what you played, that video has been there. I think that was even 2016 when Dr. Dogo was making that statement. That was the time there were killings in Plateau, in Jos, and in Benue. The video you played now, just a few minutes ago, is not even new. This thing has been going for a very long time. I know that time very well, Dr. Dogo. That thing was the time they were killing people in Benue and Plateau. Yes. And that guy sat down there and was asking him, but the government has not called them.
It's so sad.
Could you imagine who somebody the channels pay them as journalists? So if, for example, imagine even in Syria, the government of Syria has not even called Al-Qaeda terrorists. Are they not terrorists? ISIS, even some Arabic government, they don't even see ISIS as terrorists. Does it mean that the ISIS are not terrorists? Buhari and his kinsmen, they know that Fulani herdsmen are terrorists, and they will never declare them. They will never label them terrorist organization. Buhari is the grand patron of Meiti Allah. Grand patron of Meiti Allah is Buhari. So there's no way they can tag the Meiti Allah terrorist organization. It's impossible. The press we have in Nigeria are just ordinary broadcasters, newscasters. They sit down there, read news, and that is it. Look at this morning. I was listening to a radio in Lagos. This in Niger Info. Somebody was asking the anchor. You said that 4 army officers were killed in Olo. Did you send anybody to confirm this? Because there is a conflicting, news. The governor Uzodinma said that nobody was killed. The army said nobody was killed, and the press said that 4 bodies were recovered. The guy asked him, "Why shouldn't you go there as a journalist?" Because you sit down here in Lagos and read something, and you come here and you are making it as a headline, and he cut the guy off.
Yeah, that's all.
That's what they do. There is no press, there is no journalist in Nigeria at all. There is none. For example, do you know why even they are even talking about this thing now? Because the terrorism is now affecting the southwest region. That's why it is even now coming up on everywhere. Because it's no more south or southeast or north central. It's now there in Lagos, there in Ogun State, there in Oyo State. That's why it's even prominent on their programs now.
Yes.
We don't have any. The press is just zero, marauded. There's nothing like press. They sit down and cast news, blog news and cast. Finally, Mazi, if we had any press in Nigeria, what stops them from going to Asu Rock and make sure that at least Buhari talk to them at least once in a month? They're supposed to have access to Asu Rock, no matter what. Because I could remember last time when Trump, barred a press, I think CNN, reporter from White House. They went to court, and the court told Mr. President, sorry, this guy must report from the White House. Yes. So why shouldn't these people go to the Asu Rock and at least get Buhari's view on what's happening in Nigeria?
They know Buhari is dead now,
yeah, at least that person who is representing him there. Because it's very appalling. They sit down and say, Mr. President has said this. Did you see that president? Did you interview him? Look at the last week when 7 servicemen died on aeroplane crash. Buhari has not even addressed the nation. Imagine 7 servicemen in America dying, and the president is kept quiet. You only had his statement from his press men, Garuba Shehu and Adeshina, and Nigerians are keeping quiet. Do you know that if there's any journalist in Nigeria, one of them would have gone to Dubai, where Aisha Buhari is living, and interview her and ask her, why are you living here? There is no press in Nigeria. Anybody telling you he's a journalist, that person is mad. There is nothing like journalism in Nigeria.
That's right.
They are just newscasters, newscasters.
Brown envelope.
That is what they are.
Yep.
Because by now you would have seen them going to North Central, going to what they call it now, Zamfara, going to Imo State, talking with people who are the victims of the terrorism. They don't. They only write what they see bloggers are writing.
Yes.
Mazi, I'm sorry for that country. It's gone.
Thank you.
Thank you from here.
All right. When we talk about journalists, investigative journalism does not exist. Dele Giwa, one part of the reason why he was taken out, there was a popular story in the 70s about this Gloria Okon. There was this Gloria Okon that was arrested. I think something had to do with drugs, and she either died in prison or she disappeared. The story is that Dele Giwa knew where the girl was, interviewed her, went his own investigation, and when they found out that he knew much, they took him out. This is exactly what they want to do for Nnamdi Kanu. You think Nnamdi Kanu, they look at it and say, nah, wow, this man outside, so let's go get rid of him. That's when they went, but Chukwu Kikabiam and said, no, you can't succeed with this one. His hands are clean. He's whiter than snow. You're going to get there. He's taking us there. There's nothing anybody can do about it, unfortunately. This is Radio Biafra. I'm still taking a call here. Sorry, that call just dropped. I wanted to catch up the person on WhatsApp. He's been there for a while. Okay, he comes back. Let me take him. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm calling from Malaysia.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, good day, sir. I'm Mazi Iyke by name.
There we
what I want to say, yesterday midnight, stroke this morning, Marine base in Port Harcourt got fired. Mm-hmm. burned to ashes. I want to let our people in Nigeria, let them know the people they put as a security in every market. Last week was Onitsha, Timber Shade. This week again is Port Harcourt Timber Shade, Marine Base. And that Marine Base is not up to 1 kilometer to government house. That Marine Base is not up to 10 pole to fire service. And it's not up to 10 pole where Commissioner of Police, River State, his office. So I don't see why Marine Base will go for more than 4 hours, no rescue. The government house.
Yeah.
2 pole, you see what pole, you see fire service. Fire service off 2 pole after the NEPA in that roundabout. And this Marine Base got fire, burned to ashes. Nobody go to rescue anybody. The whole wood and everything there, burn fire. Let our people stop keeping quiet. This is economical sabotage they are doing against our people. Let them know the kind of security they put in each market. Let them make it compulsory. Let our people guide our market for us. Let them stop putting a booking and the policemen to be guiding that market. That's what I want to say. God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here at 646-920-4541, 5703-528-442, plus 1-929-406-9953. Another one coming on WhatsApp. Let's take this one. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning. Good afternoon from here in Ugu.
Welcome to the
program. My name is Apostle Onwe Chukuma. I hear from Ekpomaka in Ikwo LGA of Ebonyi State, Biafra land.
There we go. Oh boy, your line is reconnecting, having an issue. Oh boy. All right, Pastor, I think somebody is disrupting your call from your end, not from here, so you really have to call us back when you're ready. Let's take another one. Straight line caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi,
I remember.
My name is Chijoka. I'm calling from Maryland. Biafrans all over the world. My greetings to everybody. The lovely family IPOB. There's this light I want to throw on what is happening in the media in Nigeria. It looks like our people, we don't know that Nigeria has been hijacked by Mieti. They don't even know. Before you see the manifestation of what is happening today, they have planned decades ago. You don't know the draft these guys are playing. You see, there is no governor now they will allow to be there. There's no any politician that they will allow to be there that is not corrupt. They must indict you in one or two things. 5 years ago, many people, maybe through one or two contracts, they must make sure that you fall into. I mean, seeing Nigerians and mainly the Southerners, most of them are so enticed with money. These politicians, they can't hold themselves. They will go after the money Fulanis are giving them in the name of federal government, whatever, and they will indict, they will hold them. Count from Tinubu, count from Rochas, count from all of them in the South. They all have issues at EFCC, and they did it on purpose. All the politicians, they will hold your governor so that they will not talk. Any day any of them says anything, the next week they will invite them.
Yes.
That Nigeria has been hijacked. And the same thing goes to the media. You know, when Goodluck Jonathan failed, they came after AIT man. After making, they would pursue the case to a certain stage when it is obvious to the person that, man, you are corrupt, to look at the fraud, look at whatever. Then they will go into backyard bargain. It's either you keep quiet, play according to the rule, or we finish you up. So when you have those people and you also your employees, you will tell them, look at what you must do. You see, Nigeria is that place is not a country anymore. That's why people has to be educated. You are in an environment where people have hijacked many a time. What we are seeing today is just manifestation of what they have done, and that's why Mazi and Kalu is a nightmare in their life.
Yes.
They tried to corrupt him. They tried to indict him, and he refused. That's why they know that this man is up to something.
Yep.
He's up to something because he is still very holding tenaciously of what he meant, what he wants to achieve. Front and back, sideways, he's a clean man. So if we are still dwelling on this our governor, this our politician, you don't have anybody there, my brothers and sisters. They are all held in a bottle and they close it up. They can't talk. They can't say anything. It's not that they don't want to. It's not that they are not seeing what is happening. They are seeing it, but they cannot do that. Once they try it, if Hope Uzodinma tomorrow now says that, condemns what happened or says anything contrary, in the next 1 month, Hope Uzodinma will be removed from that position. In fact, it will not be up to 1 month. You see, Supreme Court will come back with 1 or 2 they will remove him from the governorship post, and the next time you see him in prison. So we don't have anybody there. Let's continue what we are doing. That's why ESN is a nightmare also in their life. Let us support them and move vigorously on the way we are moving. That is the right way. That's my contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ndewo. Thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. ESN, that's our hope, that's our people. Those are the people that will, no matter what they do, no matter how much they try, they cannot stop us. We are unstoppable. ESN is here to stay. Make your donations, make your contributions. The number is very open. Just go to www.ipo. Make your donations.
Eastern security, you see an Iyke n'olu. Biafra, you see an Iyke n'olu.
I feel if the zoo people can understand what this man is saying, now continue. That's why we are taking them to. Let's take this call. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. My name is Stefan Ipine, calling from Eastern Texas.
Welcome.
Thank you for today. We are alive in the land of the living. We are thanking him for all his goodness and message upon his children of Biafra, worldwide, upon our leader, and every other person that is fighting or working for this struggle. We shall get to the end with victory in the name of Chukwu Kikabiam. He said, Mazi, there are some things I want to say about this issue now. Our leader, some of our people that live abroad, some of them, when they get into politics, once they get into that dungeon called Nigeria, they will go there and when they are in diaspora, they will be shouting, what they are doing there is bad. What they are doing there is bad. Like Obiano and Co. I know before they join the politics, they will be shouting, when I get there. Once they get there, if you can't beat them, you join them. So that is what they tested our leader and see that it's not somebody that will do, if you can't beat them, you join them. That is their nightmare. Another thing is, I saw on the media where one of on the National Assembly, this man, one of the senators representing Kogi State, from Kogi State, where he called Okezi Ibazo, Okezi Bazo, he called him a drunkard governor. The man is from Kogi State.
Yeah.
Now, somebody wake up from House of Reps. Somebody, or somebody from Abia. Now, wake up to challenge the guy. Why he's calling the governor, his governor, a drunkard man? Why is it he should, retract what he said? I now ask myself. So now, there is other people that went to House of Reps or other senators in that seat from our side. When Engineer Baribe is there talking, Engineer Baribe will be alone. They want to swallow him. None of them will rise up to defend him or to follow him or to say anything to challenge the Fulanese. Now, somebody has said it about Okezi Bazo. Another person from our side rise up to challenge him. I mean, now I know that our people, they have other people in the National Assembly, apart from Engineer Barry. It's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Another thing I saw, this Hausa or Fulani people that is talking about amnesty, about the kidnappers and show people, this is a bandit. They're saying that they're gonna give amnesty to their people, to kidnappers. Now, I want to ask, these kidnappers or kidnapping, is there any difference from kidnapping or kidnapping? Anyway, when this Evans, they caught Evans, he was a kidnapper, and I don't know the whereabouts of Evans now. I'm not condoning what he did, but kidnapping, is it not kidnapping? Why not give Evans, amnesty for him to stop what he's doing? Kidnapping is kidnapping. There's no difference between that. That's what I want to chip in this morning. Mazi, thank you.
Hello, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541. Let us stop fooling ourselves with these idiots that call themselves Fulani people. They think they are smart. They are not smart. They're just a bunch of lunatics, bunch of Ndiala. They are mad people, and we cannot be a victim to them. ESN is here to stay, whether they like it or they don't like it, whether they love it or they don't love it. I'm so sorry. That's something we can. No apologies. Caller on straight line. Good morning. Make it very brief.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mazi. May Elohim bless you, bless the whole principal officers of IPOB. I'm blessed our leader, Mazi and Okukano. My name is Mazi Chinemem Oziku. I have from Abadan and Wangle, local government, Biafra land. Mazi, I want to ask this question. When Christ is our head, did the Christ walk with the Pharisees and Sadducees?
I don't know. I'm not a biblical student, so I won't be able to answer you that.
But I realize that the answer is no.
Okay.
Because Christ went out and go and bring his own disciples. And from there, after they killed Christ, that's when they have people called Christians. What made me to say this is because when you talk about Biafra, some people will say, yes, go into Nigeria politics before you get Biafra. Go into Nigeria politics. And nobody want to free himself to go to any politics with that government. That's what was some of our people call themselves intellectual. They did not understand. Some of them did not understand it. And let me tell them, this struggle, what Biafra signifies, many people don't understand. Many people don't understand what Biafra signifies. But our leader have told us what Biafra signifies. But it's still many people, some people do not realize it. Let me tell them, Biafra is the kingdom of God on earth. People doesn't understand it. Talking about politics. What don't they understand by Nigeria politics? Mazi, what I want to say there is nothing. The kingdom of God is here already. The kingdom of God is here already. Look at what the Fulanis is doing. Nobody, man, do you know that in Anambra State, you caught Fulani men with guns in Opiweka? None of radio stations around us here report it, man.
Yes.
What happened in Anambra State at Opiweka School Park yesterday? Instead of reporting it, they report that a truck killed four people in Opiweka. But the main issue, what happened yesterday, even army and police ran to rescue that Fulani people. Yesterday in Anambra State, in Opiweka, people realized that indeed that army of Nigeria is army of terrorists. People are saying many things yesterday. This one happened koro in the eyes of everybody. How army come and rescue Fulani killer with a gun? But if you say it is Igbo man or Yoruba man or Hausa man, or let me say Igbo man, they got that guns from their hand. They will shoot them that yesterday immediately. But look at how Fulani. Oh. Anybody who believes in this one Nigeria, may his generation close. All these call elite talking about one Nigeria that believe in may your generation, anybody believe in this Nigeria, your generation close. Let your family close. Mazi, Biafra is here, nobody will stop it. Stop the kingdom of God. And ES10 is already here. We are grand. We are waiting for them. I can't die like a coward. I will die as a dignity man. And I will. Oh, man, may Elohim bless you. May Elohim bless you. Biafra is here. God bless you, man.
God bless you too. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 6469204541. Let's see if I have enough time. Yes, I think I have time to take just one more call before we call it a day. Caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, I'm Peter. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Peter. Thank you for having me. And Peter, I just want to congratulate you for your new second grandson.
Thank you.
I say, welcome, newborn baby to Biafra. This is Biafra soldier.
Yes, sir.
Mazi, Peter, congratulations.
Thank you,
congratulations,
sir.
My brother. Thank you so much for what you have been doing for Biafra. Mazi, you see, you asking for a Chuku Emmanuel. Chuku Emmanuel is okay. He called the Radio Biafra Alozie program, so it's okay. And also, Mazi, I just want to thank you for the music you have been playing. You see, BMI, Biafra Music Industry, they are doing us proud. They are doing wonderful.
Yes.
I salute them. They are doing good. We love all what they have been doing. Thank you, BMI. Thank you, all of you that be promoting this struggle. I say you may continue doing us proud. Continue, never relent. Continue, all of you there. Continue. We appreciate you all. Mazi Peters, you see, we are talking about journalism or about what they call it, this thing. You see, this journalist in Nigeria, there's nothing like that. Let me put something here. If I can recall or remember, there is one FFK called Femi Kayode. Yes. When he contests something in a program of somebody, they invited him. He went there, and one guy asked me a question. This guy said, "Who is bankrolling you?" And Femi Kayode was really angry about this guy. He was upset. You see, he threatened this guy. He said, "I will deal with you. I will report you to your boss. This thing you do, I will not take it lightly with you. I will really do with you." You see, he threatened this guy for this guy asking me a question, a simple question. Who is bankrolling you? Now he was upset because he don't believe that this guy can ask him such a question. He never expects such a question, that this kind of guy can throw this question to you. Mazi, do you know that guy today, nobody knows what it's about? I think they fired that guy, or even they never even killed that guy. Nobody hear about that guy again. This is what is happening in that country. Nobody, no journalist, no investigation journalist will tell you the truth because they're all afraid. Number one, they're afraid of their life. Number two, you see, they bribe them with bribe envelope. Number three, you see, as one of our brothers said, Mighty Allah have hijacked the government. So everybody is afraid. Nobody is given opportunity to say the truth. Every of them is afraid. That's what I want to say. And again, before I draw my side, I know your time is running up now. You see, I saw this idiot, this man that Nekochagota na Lagos, Joey Bokwe, talking rubbish, saying, oh, how we are talking about Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Something the old man will sit down and see. You young ones never know. You can't see nothing. You are talking about Biafra. Are you meaning that we are going to abandon what we have in Lagos, abandon what we have in Abuja, abandon all those things because we are asking for Biafra? It can never happen. Biafra, we will never get Biafra until we get all what. See, this is my job talking rubbish. You don't know what he's saying. Mazi Peters, thank you for having me. God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you so much. All right, you know, it's so funny when we talk about people like Joey Bokwe. It's he's saying that what the old man can see sitting down, the young man cannot see standing up. Well, we're not talking about foolish old men. A foolish old man will not even see anything, but even if he's on top of the Iroko tree. So he is not important. He's not Joey Bokwe is not even. I don't even know he was still in existence because we've not heard from him since. You know, but sometimes he wants to clean up and become a little bit more relevant so people can talk about him. The idiot doesn't know, with all his education, realizing that the fact that you have a property somewhere does not totally mean that when you get your own country, that property stops belonging to you. It's unfortunate that he's thinking like that, but and our leader called them intellectuals, intellectuals. I love that word. You know, they kind of make some words, and it's so hard for me to even compete with those words. All right, I'll give somebody a benefit of the doubt. Just one more call before I call it a day. Call up, please make it just 3 minutes on your call, and we'll go.
Oh, good morning, my brother. Congratulations.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's your sister, Christian Urapa.
Christian, welcome.
Thank you, sir. I just want to say something about our people. Any of our people, the Biafran person that is clamoring for election, know that that person is a thief, like Democrocha. The person want to embezzle his own part of money. Let me ask them, the time the Fulanis never invite their people from all over West Africa, did they have peace? Talk less of now that the number of the invitees people is outnumbered the indigenes. Where will the person stand to say that he want to rule Nigeria? Where will he start to make peace? Our people have to be careful. God will strike them one by one as they are giving this my brother headache for all the whole struggle you people are putting, all the whole effort you people are putting on these things so that we will be free. And anybody that is asking for presidency, he will remain a slave in his life until all his family perish. Make these people live also, because we have lost a lot of people. Look at widows everywhere. Go to that Biafra land. It will see young ladies, widows. Why? For what? My brother, well, God will help us. May God protect Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is.
Yes,
give him victory.
Yes,
God will lead him all his journey. God will be with him. His enemies, anybody that is fighting against him, God will pull that person down. And God will make those people to confess before him. Thank you, my brother.
All right, thank you so much, my sister.
Take care of my newborn baby.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, all right, for the congratulatory message. Because for us, wine is this time like Ibu, Mr. Ibu, I'm so happy, I'm so excited. All right, with this, I'll finally come to the end of today's program. Tomorrow I'll be with you again. Don't forget, I know some people cannot come in. Unfortunately, this line, my private line been ringing, but I can't find where it's ringing from. I don't know what medium the person is using, whether it's WhatsApp or whether it's regular call. But whatever it is, that person should have to wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. From me, From here, we have to go right now. But don't forget, when they ask you, tell them that Biafra is our religion and Radio Biafra is what we worship. From me to you, it's goodbye. I'll be with you again tomorrow. God's willing, we'll all be happy here tomorrow together. Even the national anthem will not play. Everything is getting crazy this morning, isn't it? Let me try this again and see what happens.